Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
180.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Stafford. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. This is Smith with a grab. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Pass.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden...
And he's going to go down here a sack. They push him back to the 34. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
At the 34-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 33 yards. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Throwing is Stafford. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now it's Stafford. Goes right back to Smith again. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Stafford going to change it up here.
11. Double right.
Second and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's Stafford.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's good. Rams. First down.
Here's Stafford.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
On the out route, this is Adams with a catch.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressive.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
The left side throw complete to Adams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, selling a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And a throw right sideline is complete. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's got it. He'll get only two there, and it's second and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Ready.
Stafford looks to throw again. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
On the return, Nico Remigio.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Set. Lady.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Chris Jones on the stop.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Lady.
To throw is Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Blue 60.
They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Ready. Number 20.
Stafford now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw, Stafford. He finds his man, complete. It's Adams. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Williams is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here, they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101? Check that box.
Chiefs 21.
Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
That is caught. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 17 yards. And a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes going to throw.
That ball caught. It's Rice.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Mahomes again.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Yellow, yellow.
Now Mahomes. Caught. Kelsey, left side.
2nd and 6 coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Mahomes.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Rams 31, Chiefs 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead by 3, late stages of the game. What's the message here? Just hang on to the football? Is it that simple?
That's exactly right, because ball security is paramount. And you got a small cushion. A field goal can tie you, but you don't even think that way. Just take care of the ball, close out the game.
Will they close it out? We're about to find out.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
A give to Williams, running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Set. Lady.
Throwing here, Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off.
A big gain there, and that that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Stafford finding Williams once more, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, 5 up. 180.
Now it's Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Chiefs 28.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Here's Mahomes.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Mahomes will throw. That's caught. It's Xavier Worthy. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And he'll get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful.
Chiefs 36.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And the Rams have got it. And that should just about seal this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you,